Hey guys, Brian Haywood here from Beards and Banjos, and we've made it to the bathroom so we can start doing these, the trimming and those kind of videos. So on this one, I want to show you how to try to get some separation on your mustache as you're growing out. So stay with me, we'll be right back and we'll see what we can do. Thanks for joining me again here at Beards and Banjos, and this is the place to come if you want to get tips and tricks on your beards and mustaches, interesting things like the Epic Mustache Challenge we've got going on right now. Also got some different kind of review videos, focus on some different kind of things. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that, and look for more to come in the future. But for today, we are still growing this mustache out. We're doing this 8-week Epic Mustache Challenge with Matt from No BS, growing out for 8 weeks, and we are now at week 2. We're 2 weeks into this thing, getting ready to start week 3 tomorrow, and it's coming in very good, but it's kind of starting to outpace everything else I've got going on. So it's really time to start separating the mustache out. Right now on the sides, you can see it's kind of blended in, but if you look real close, it's starting to kind of jut out a little bit there, especially compared to the cheeks around it. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to handlebar this thing. And when you start doing that, you will notice that not everything you see hanging down there is actually mustache. Usually your mustache is right at the corner of your lips and up. So what we've got to do is kind of figure out where the mustache ends and where we've got some leftover stuff that gets kind of long. And what we need to do is to trim that a little shorter. That way we can start to get some nice separation and have the mustache kind of lay on top of the beard. So it's kind of a 2-step process I'm going to be doing. For this video, I'm just going to be trimming around it. And then the next time I get a haircut and I do a beard trim, I like tapering down the sides. I'll talk more about why that is later, but I'm going to go down just a little bit with the cheek line here. I did have a really shorter beard. I actually did a clipper cut on it over the whole thing about a month ago. So I let the cheek line go a little bit higher because you want to kind of want it at the top of the mustache, everything's kind of together. But now that the mustache is laying separate, I can go down a little bit further, get a little more defined cheek line, and have everything kind of separated out. So let's see what happens here. I got my Beard brand trimmers. They're actually very good scissors there. Got a little Kent mustache comb. We'll see what we can do, but a lot of it is just going to be using your fingers here to try to figure out where you want your mustache to end. Okay, and then let's see what else we got right below that. So all the stuff in here, I'm going to be cutting that a little bit shorter around it. Okay. Actually, I saw a Beard brand video about a month ago where this guy had this huge mustache, and it would kind of grow back together with his beard. So the guy, the barber, he took the clippers and went to kind of get rid of some of that straggly mess there that kind of gets in the way. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to take the scissors. And just trimming around it a little bit. So, always a little nervous when you start to see hair falling into the sink. Plus that means we got to clean it up too, but we'll talk about that after we turn the camera off. Got to make sure not to cut any of this mustache because I got to see if I can beat Matt with this thing. And much easier to grab. You kind of know where the mustache is now. And you can do the same thing. I've got kind of a weak spot here, But if I've got any longer hairs there, I can go ahead and kind of taper those down as well. And now we can start to make that epic handlebar look. All right, so let's see if we can do this other side, and then we'll put some mustache wax in and see what happens. Got a live stream with Matt tonight on Instagram. I gotta see how good we can make this thing look. So this one's got a little bit more down at the bottom that we need to get rid of. And if you haven't figured this out yourself, a lot of times one side grows more or less or faster or slower, more coverage than the other side. It's just something you have to deal with. All right, so there's the corner of my mouth. And now we're taking this and just kind of cutting into that a little bit. And then a little bit here on my cheek, just to get rid of the really long ones. So when I go to grab my mustache, my beard hairs don't get caught up in there. All right, that feels better. All right, there we go. Now we're going. If you guys haven't seen one of my earlier videos, we talk about really how to handlebar that mustache. But let me just throw in a little bit of wax. I've got the Trainer by Barbu. They're actually sponsoring our Instagram tonight. So, and it's actually one of the only waxes I've tried that you can actually wipe it on like this. So it's pretty, it's probably the least amount of hold I have on all my waxes, but it also makes it the most convenient for carrying around. So let's just do this. And then I got out my little Kent comb, the little baby doll brush. This one is the 81T. And what I want to do on that is to brush it or comb it to the side. And then it's like taking that ribbon on a present. Okay, kind of put it in there and you pull straight out. So it's not just turning around and hope that it holds, because it won't. All right, you got to get some tension going on. And that'll start to curl it up. And there we go. Matt, I'm coming for you. All right, thanks guys for joining me, and we'll see you next time, and we'll see maybe if I can get the video where we do the little beard trim and bring down the cheek line a little bit, and that'll even separate this mustache out a little bit more. All right, see you next time.